Hi, my name is Wes, and I am excited to give you a tour of our web portal, which is the desktop version of our platform. I do want to share a quick note that we also have a mobile app which functions the exact same way as the web-based product for those of you who prefer to manage your staffing needs on the go. We wanted our product to be as easy to use as possible, so we created a dashboard that's going to serve as your one-stop shop for managing all of your staffing needs, from requesting a shift to selecting the right candidate to managing confirmed temps. This is where all the magic's going to happen. Let's start with requesting a professional. On our platform, we have a few different options for you. We have the option for you to request a single day temp, a multi-day temp, or a permanent hire, really depending on your office's needs. Single day temps are super useful if a team member calls out sick last minute or someone happens to not show up that day. To request a single day temp, click the button up top labeled request a single day temp to make it very obvious. Make sure that the office you're requesting for is the one you're logged into if you are managing multiple practices. Here you can select which date you want, and you're able to go out 3 months into the future. So you can plan your schedule next month. If you know somebody's gonna be out of town, you can be completely prepared for that. So we're gonna select, for example, Monday. Confirm. You can choose between dental hygienists and dental assistants now currently on the platform in your state. Depending on what you pick here, we have a customized specialty list. If you need an EFTA or someone that's working within a specialty office, you can do that all there. For now though, we can keep this general. You can set the arrival time. We recommend that you include 15 minutes to allow for a brief orientation to your office and let everyone get acclimated. Right here it says 100% of the industry average. By industry average, we're using our own data in each state to calculate what offices are typically paying per hour. Your exact area might be higher or lower, so keep that in mind. If it seems like a rate is too low for your area, you're going to know better than the average of it, all the professionals in that state. So just keep that in mind that we try to get close, but it's not exact. So it's giving you insight into what the market rates are on our platforms in particular, and as you move it up and down, it gives you a warning. Hey, this might be too low of a rate, someone might not accept this, confirm that. Time break, just to level set with the professional, what their lunch break should be. It can be 30 minutes, you can move it up to an hour, you can even make it an hour and a half, and you could also decide whether or not you want to pay the professional during that time, whether that lunch is going to be paid or unpaid, and that's completely up to whatever you see fit. And lastly, we have an auto-confirm feature. This is really useful if you are very busy and don't have time to sort through professionals, or if there's a last-minute need and you can't be waiting for an offer to come through on the platform. You just want it to be automatically filled. Here, we are only selecting the top 30% of our professional base, being those that have at least 1 year working experience. They've completed at least 3 shifts on GoTu, so they're not new to temping, and they've also received exceptional performance ratings on over 95% of their completed shifts, meaning that at the end of the day review, they got 4 and 5 stars on 95% of those shifts that they've worked. You can also change your preference here at any time after you post the shift by editing the shift details. So we're going to go ahead, send this request out, agree and confirm the conditions, and you now have another shift already posted this date. So you got a quick warning there, and it has successfully been submitted. And what happens after you submit a request? You navigated the shift details here, and what you can do is send these to your favorites immediately. So let's say you have a favorite professional in mind, somebody you've worked with before and you've had a great experience with. You can send this position to Xavier Ray. Any person that appears here is one of your favorites. If they are available to work that day, they're going to pop up at the bottom. If they're already scheduled, they won't pop up. So you can go ahead and send that out, and that's our single day request form. Multi-day might be more planned ahead, where someone's leaving for vacation or they're on some sort of parental leave. So let's walk through the multi-day temp here together. After clicking Get Started, you're going to select what dates you need coverage for. So for this example, we're going to choose the 29th through the 31st of January, select Next, and on this page, you can confirm that these are the dates that you need coverage for. If one of these dates is not needed, you can simply click the X here to remove that date from the list. After that, you're going to select which profession type you want. In this drop down here, you can see that we have dental hygienists and dental assistants, and then depending upon your profession, we also have a related list of specialties that you may choose from. You can select the arrival time for the professional and the departure time for the professional. Next, you will want to set the hourly rate for professionals. Our industry average rate here reflects the average of completed shifts on GoTu and the state for the profession type that you selected. If you go too low, we have some visual indicators to let you know that the shift might be slower to be picked up with that rate that's too far below the industry average. So you can set what rate you're comfortable with, click confirm. You can set a break time. We have increments of 15 minutes here, and you choose to either pay or not pay for the professional during that break. Click confirm, and lastly, we have the option to auto-confirm a candidate for you. If you're too busy or it's a last-minute shift and you for sure need somebody, you can select auto-confirm, and we're going to fill the shift with an eligible professional that has at least 1 year of working experience. They have received exceptional performance ratings on over 95% of their completed shifts, meaning that they've only received 4s and 5 stars at the end of their day review. and this professional has completed at least 3 shifts on GoTo, so they're not new to temping on the platform. After that, you can click next, and this page is going to be where you can customize each of the shifts. For example, let's say on Monday, you need a bit later of a start. Over here, you can click edit. You can change that start time to 10 a.m., confirm, save changes, and then you could double check on these cards. Monday, in fact, is a 10 a.m. start, while the others are 8 to 5 p.m. After, you can click the send request button, and lastly, you're going to click I agree to our guidelines. After that, the shifts have been posted successfully on the GoTo platform. You can see that right here, open shifts have jumped up to 8. After you post your shifts, candidates will start applying, and this middle component here on the dashboard is going to be where you can manage all of your open shifts. Open shifts are going to refer to shifts that do not have any active candidates applied to them. Action needed shifts are going to be shifts where there are active candidates that are awaiting a response, and scheduled shifts are good to go. Those are the ones where you already have a confirmed candidate for that shift. So let's get into each of these, and I'll show you some actions that you can take. This page contains a list of all your open jobs, and you can see the details by clicking into any of the lines here. And there's a few actions you take. First, you can edit the shift details, and that includes the arrival or departure time, the rate, the break, or turn on or off autofill if you're interested. You can also cancel the shift if you no longer need it. And if you're trying to fill the shift with one of your favorite professionals, a little pop-up here of all your favorite professionals that matches the profession type will pop up if they're available, meaning they have no other time conflicts or they're not scheduled on any other shifts. This will send a direct invite to them, and if they accept the offer at the rate, they will be auto-filled into that position. So we can go ahead and send that request. After that, there's action needed jobs. These are the ones with candidates, and you can get a little visual into how many candidates have applied to each of these shifts by the number of icons that appear in this candidate section. And if you see this little purple heart here, that means that a favorite professional has already applied to the shift. On this page, you'll get a side-by-side view of all the professionals that have applied to the shifts with their qualifications, so you can see which one is the best fit for your practice. So on here, you see the star rating that was given by other offices, their years of experience, specialty skills, the skills they have obtained, and also you can see the expiration time, so how much time you have left to respond to that offer and confirm them to come in and work that shift in your practice. To see even more details, you click into one of these cards and you'll be able to see the professional's information again and some details on the shift in terms of what the arrival time is, what the departure time is, the hourly rate, and also the pay associated with the shift in total. If you want to leave any comments such as checking at the front desk or make sure to bring your mask and scrubs, you can include some notes here. And if you're interested in confirming this candidate, you simply click confirm here. Or if you want to decline a candidate and see who else would apply, you can click decline as well, of course. Lastly, we have scheduled jobs here. This page contains a list of all scheduled jobs for your office. And if you click into the details here, you'll see what professional is connected to the shift. And there's a few actions you can take on this page as well. One, by clicking this button here, Contact Professional, you'll open a chat room where you can message professionals directly, and also in some cases you might need to cancel a shift. To do so, you'll click Cancel Job here, and a pop-up will appear with how much your office may be refunded. Now we're back on the dashboard where I want to show you a few other features that are going to be helpful for your day-to-day activities on GoTo. The first being the Today's Shift section. Right here is a little section that'll show you exactly who's going to be walking the door the day of the shift. So we're going to have a picture so you can identify the person who's coming in. And also, just in case they don't show up that day, we have the ability for you to just have a one-click way to report a no-show. By clicking this button here, we're going to send a ticket directly to our customer service team, and we're going to reach out to the professional right away to make sure that they're on their way to the shift, and if not, we're going to help you find a replacement as soon as possible. After this, we got the billing section up here above. This is where all your invoices are going to live. So this is going to be a list of all the different invoices that have been sent to your office. You can click into any of these to get more information on the shift and the breakdown of the cost. At the back of the dashboard, one other section I want to show you is the inbox section, where you have both notifications, which are alerts of any activity in the app itself, or chats where you've directly conversated with professionals. So if you click into here, you can see the back and forth in the history of any of the shifts and any conversations that you've had. After this, on the side menu, we have a few other columns. The offers list is going to be a list of all the open shifts, so there's no active candidates on those. Again, you can send these to favorites, you can edit the shift details, you can also cancel any of these shifts if you no longer need them. The schedule is going to be another one-stop shop and more of a visual for anyone who prefers to use calendars. You can get the list of all the shifts, you can see just the open or active shifts without candidates, anyone who's coming today, any action required shifts, so those who have candidates on them that you haven't confirmed or denied. You can see the scheduled shifts, so future shifts that you have a confirmed candidate for. And also, just for record keeping, we have a list of all the past shifts that have been worked. If you want to see which professionals that you have worked with in the past and add them to your favorites list, or even block them for any reason, you might have people that you really meshed with well, and there might be people that aren't a great fit for your office, and we understand that. So we give you options to either bring them in more or not work with them again. One last thing I want to show you guys in this tutorial is up here in the top right corner. We have the account section. This is a really important section for you guys to update any of your account or office information. For example, if you click View Account, you can update the admins associated with this account. You can change any of the parking information or leave any notes for professionals. You can update this at any time. When things change, be sure to go in there and reflect that on your account. There is the office information section. This page contains information that's pretty important for finding the right candidate for your office, as a lot of these fields are displayed on the offer when professionals are selecting a shift, such as the patients per hour, which is the expectation of how many patients this profession type should see per hour at your office, what insurance providers you use. This is especially helpful for associate dentists, and also what softwares your office may use. In addition to this, we have a notification page where you can control any notifications that your office may or may not want and what medium they come through. We have a favorites list so that you have the ability to add up to 10 favorite professionals on the platform. You can send shifts directly to favorites, and this is where you can manage the list. You can add and remove people from that list right here. And you can also see the activity level. So let's say you have all 10 professionals. You're looking to squeeze one more in. You might want to keep an eye out for someone who has a lower activity level, which means they have not completed a shift on our platform in over 3 months. So it's a good way for you to manage any professionals there. And one last section I want to leave you with is send feedback. We are continually improving your experience and adding value for your offices. So anytime you have feedback for us, feel free to submit any comments you have. We really take that into consideration and we appreciate it. It helps us a lot in giving you the best experience on the GoTo platform.